All right, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Let's see if anybody pops on. Hello. Let me get my screen where I can see if anybody wants to chat. If you want to, if you could let me know that you're here, I'd love to say hi. Good morning, Mom. Thank you so much for being here and for letting me know about sound. That's always a good thing. Um, and let's see. All right. I'm going to take a drink of water. Um, Good morning, Lola. Thank you so much for being here. Um, the crazy thing just popped up is that I didn't know that I could do this, but I think I could do like what you guys say, what you guys type in will show up on the screen. That's crazy. Of course, I don't know how to get rid of it now. uh, okay. Good morning, Yolanda. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I'm going to say hi to Henry too because I see somebody else on there, but I don't know if she's here or not. But hi, Henry. So good morning. Today is October 29th, 2025. Um, crazy, crazy, crazy. I think I'm saying that more and more every day. How fast time flies. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you have stumbled upon this video, if you could like and subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. Also, there are 3 days, including today, left to join Stampin' Up with the best deal that they have ever had. Um, let's see, Henry's watching. Okay, good. Hi. Um, the best deal that Stampin' Up has ever had. Stampin' Up. I love Stampin' Up. I love the products. I could go on for days. But one of the probably top two reasons that I love Stamping Up is the community. So I love the support, the creativity, the inspiration, all the good things about this stamping community. And I would love for you to join my team. And I would say we have a good time. I think stampers are just great people. So crafters, good people, you know, whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But so there's that. You have 3 days left. 3 days left to take advantage of this amazing deal. Um, okay. Are you guys ready for the card we're going to create today? And first off, I'm going to show you some cards that kind of coordinate with this card because last week I had like 5 or 6 sample cards that I took out of the plastic, was going to show you guys, and I did not do that. So I have a couple of cards here. It sounded like a 13-year-old boy right there. My voice just kind of cracked. So I'm going to show you some cards that coordinate with the card we're going to be making today. But here's this guy. This was last week's Fun Fold. And it opens up, and then you get to see both sides of the gorgeous paper, right? I may be a little biased, but I think Stampin' Up has some of the best paper in the industry. And so there's that card. And this guy is stamped. This like pine snowflake is all stamped. And I'm commenting on that because, well, I'll show you the card we're going to make. So there's that guy. And then in our team meeting, let's see, Lola said, made one of this design last night and easy to follow instructions. So thank you for that comment, Lola. So if you sign up for my email, then I send you an email every Wednesday with the Fun Fold directions. Well, it's really more like a recipe. I give you all the measurements and the video to make the card. So if you haven't subscribed to my email, make sure you do that. So this card is also using, it's called the Elegant Pine Suite. And this ribbon is like gorgeous. Can you see that? It's shiny and it's got that gold edging to it. And we made this card. This was a mystery stamping card that I did with my team. And so now that the team is growing, I'm starting to do some things virtually. So hopefully team members that are not local can get involved with the stamping. So you don't have to be local to be part of the Blessed Crafters team. And I'm sticking my finger in here to let you guys know that this is a gift card holder. So that's kind of cool. And if you don't want it to be a gift card holder, then you could just create something like this without the little flap, right? Just your traditional card. But I also love these pine cones. Okay, so there's that guy. And then let me show you what we're going to create today. So this is where you can find me on all the socials, J. Olea Crafts. And let's make the table bigger. I think I can do it. There we go. This is the card we're going to be making today. It's, I think it's like the perfect Christmas card because it's red and green. And I'm going to say it's easy, but we'll see. So there, and you see it's got a little bling, a little shine to it. And there's the inside. I am loving this Merry Christmas stamp because it's just, it's big. And I've said it before. I like the big images in the inside, so I don't have to write too much. And it's to the point, right? Merry Christmas. Okay, so we are going to start with shaded spruce. I am using a lot of shaded spruce this year for Christmas. Why is this sticking on there? Okay. And oh, thank you, Yolanda. Yolanda said it was beautiful. Thank you very much. Okay, shaded spruce, traditional card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We'll fold this guy. I have a piece of designer series paper, which is 4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to add that. You know, if I had glue or adhesive, we'd add it. Let's see. Okay, we're going to add this guy to the card. It's down like so. And then we have a piece of old olive that is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And in the stamp set, we have this guy right here. So I'm using the Delicate Pine stamp set and the Merry Christmas stamp. But we're using this little tiny snowflake. It's not really a snowflake. What is it, a pine flake? I don't know. I don't know what to call it. But we're going to do old olive, so it's tone on tone, right? I love tone on tone. And we just have to go around. We don't have to do the middle too much because there's the big snowflake in the middle, but we're just stamping randomly. I say it like that because in one class years ago, somebody was like, I don't like random stamping. I just stuck my pinky in the ink. I guess we'll find out later if I actually did that. Okay, here we go. This could also, it doesn't have to be a Christmas card either. This could definitely be a winter card. It could be a winter birthday card. I mean, not with the same sentiments, but you could turn this into a winter birthday card easy. Okay, so we have that guy. And let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment for the front. I just took a scrap of, what is this, cherry cobbler. And we're going to do celebrate the season. So I'm just going to put this on like so. And then I'm going to bring out my block and attach it like that. I'm going to be using those white craft ink. Let's see, Yolanda said that stamps are a bundle. It is a bundle. So the bundle is Delicate Pines, and then the stamp set, and Delicate Pines, the dies. The dies, there are 22 dies. And so for all the stamped images, for this is where we get the pie codes from. You could make a wreath with this guy, which my fun fold video that I'll be filming after I do this one, we're actually going to be using, let me show you what we're going to be using. We're going to be using these guys to kind of build a wreath. So make sure you find that video if you're watching the replay. If you signed up for my email, it gets sent directly to your inbox. So easy peasy. Okay, we're going to be using the white craft ink, and there's kind of a running joke between me and one of my Stampin' buddies that she really loves it, and I am not a fan of this white craft ink. I'm trying to use it more. And the reason I'm not a fan is because it stays wet a little bit longer than our other inks. And I'm impatient. So I think that's my problem. But look at how pretty that is. Isn't it gorgeous? And honestly, I didn't want to emboss. So you could get the same look with the white if you heat embossed it, right, with the powder and the heat gun. And just for the video, I didn't want to do that today. So let's see. So there's that. Okay, I'm building my pieces over here. I'm just going to set it off to the side, make sure that it dries. I'm going to stamp off, right, so that when I take my, I always have my Stampin' Scrub on the side, but it's always full of stuff. It's where I put my ink pads. So the Stampin' Scrub, it you just hit it with some of the cleaner, and I stamp off so that this scrubs doesn't get as dirty as it would if you were putting your ink or your stamp on there with the full ink, right? And clean it off and then dry it off. And Lola, I'm going to answer your question right now once I move this to the side. So that's a tip for the Stampin' Scrub. I don't always do it, but after I think about it. Like that's why I think that's why our stuff is so dirty all the time, because I stamp off like this and then I clean it, right? Okay. Lola asked, can you add white embossing powder to the white ink and heat it? I think you can. I personally have only heat embossed with Versamark ink, but I know you can use all of our regular inks and put clear embossing powder on the inks and heat emboss it. I've just never actually done it. It's probably something that I talk about it. I think, oh, I should do that. And then I just kind of forget about it. But can you add white embossing powder to the white ink and heat it? That's a good question. I think you probably can. Because if you could use our other inks, why couldn't you use the white ink? It is kind of thicker and it's almost like glue when it comes out, which is different than our other ink. So that's something to put on the like, oh, we should try that list. I need to have like a little notepad right here and mark that. Or I don't know. Next time I see you, Lola, ask me, have you tried it? And then maybe I'll say, oh yeah, I forgot about that. um, but my guess is that it would probably work. Okay. And this is the inside. So let's go ahead and stamp that since we're going to do that. So I'm going to use the Stamparatus to do that, to stamp it, because, let's see, Lola said she's going to try it and find out and let me know. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I mean, you're going to have fun trying it out. So, so the Stamparatus, or use whatever tool you have that's going to allow you to get a nice, even, clean stamped image. So because this Merry Christmas is so big, I could put it on the biggest block that I have, but using the Stamparatus, it just makes more sense. So we're going to keep the magnets away from each other. We're going to position it right here. With this guy, I always kind of mark things like right here. Like if you come to class, there's usually a big Sharpie for this 90-degree angle. And that's where I put my paper. And it's going to go like this. I'm going to use Cherry Cobbler ink. I am also going to ink it up. I usually put an ink pad underneath my plate so that it's not at an angle. And we're going to ink this guy up. And the great thing about the repositionable tool is that if it doesn't stamp perfectly the first time, you can ink it up and try it again. And I will tell you also, the other day I had like a little something on the stamp, and I didn't notice it when I stamped. And let's see if it happens again. And then I'll just show you what I did. But I'm going to push it down really hard. Like so. And then we just lift it up pretty carefully to see, oh, good, it all was there. So the other day when I stamped it, there was something, I think it was on the C. There was like, and so there was a little white dot where there was no ink. And what I did is that I squished the ink pad, right? And then you have your ink right there. And I took a blending pen, right? And I picked it up and then I just covered it up, and that easy peasy, it was done. I don't think I had ever done that before. So I was like, why haven't I not done this before? Okay, so this is the inside. Now, to finish off the outside, we are going to cut out some big snowflakes. And how are we going to do that? Well, let me show you how we're going to do that. I have some very glittery paper here. This is from the Peaceful Garden Suite. Trying to look at the name. Oh, but it comes in, there's a couple of blues that come with this, and this is very silver, so I thought that would be fun. And we're going to use the big giant snowflake and cut it out. And then we're also going to cut out this guy with the die, right? So we're going to use this Designer Series paper as the focal point of the front of the card. But first, let me do the silver, like so. So pop this guy out. And then we're going to do this guy. So let's see, it's going to go like this. I had barely just enough of this paper to make the sample card and this guy. I don't have any more big snowflakes. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna push that through. And if I push it through, I can, with the handle, roll it through. Push this guy out. And then we're just gonna assemble the card. Where'd my magnetic board go? I need to put that guy on there. All right, let me move the machine. Now, when I attached these guys, I alternated it, right? Because I definitely want to see the sparkle. And I put the glitter paper directly on the card base, or the design on the card base. And then I popped up this image so that you could see just a little bit more of the glitter paper. And I'm stopping because I'm like, where's my adhesive? Okay. So let's add this guy. And it's going to go like so. So then that way, this guy, I want these guys up and down, right? But I want dimensionals. So we're going to cut these guys up. Like so. These guys could be pretty big. This. Whew, I turned the AC off in here because I didn't want to hear the hum. And oh my goodness, it's hot in here. Okay, we're going to add this guy like that. Oh, I forgot the, let's see if I can do it. I forgot the old olive piece. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Whew. Let's flip that over. No worse for the wear here. Is that a saying? No worse for the wear. I think it is. If it's not, I don't know where I heard it. Okay. Let's see. Sometimes I look at it and I say, that's not straight. And then I put it down and I go, oh, maybe it was straight. Okay. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay. I think we're on track now, guys. Are you still with me? I hope so. Okay. There's this guy. And then we're going to add this guy with just some seal. I don't want to pop it up anymore. Or, you know what we're going to do? Yeah, that'll work. Just like this. Easy peasy. And then I have some stars that are going to go on here. So we're just going to add a little bit more bling. Like so. There we go. And then for the inside, I took just a little strip, I think because it was probably sitting on my desk. And I did the card backwards. Look at that. I was so ahead of myself. Excuse me. I was so ahead of myself yesterday when I was doing this. I was like, oh, I'll stamp it. That's funny. Oh, this is going to work. Take it all off. I'm definitely saving the designer series paper. This is actually might work. Okay. Nope. I'll put this piece on first. Oh my goodness, you guys. I won't say it only happens when I'm on camera. But a lot of things do happen when I'm on camera. I'm always like, oh geez. So thank you guys for sticking with me. That's for sure. Okay, let's add this. And then I'm going to trim these ends off. Maybe. Let's see. Like so. And then we'll put the card on the correct side of the cardstock. There we go. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Lola said, just shows you are human like the rest of us. I make mistakes all the time. It's kind of fun when they're on camera, right? Okay. All right. So the good thing is when you catch it fast enough and you can pull it up and it doesn't leave a mark. The other day when I was at the craft fair, I ran out of something. Somebody wanted like 5 of something. I only had 3. And I was like, well, I could pull this off and make this item Christmas versus Thanksgiving. It was a thing. And so I started pulling pieces apart of, and let me see if it'll come back. There we go. And there was one, I was like, nope, that's too big. I can't pull that apart because they had been stuck to each other for so long, right? So anyway, it's great when we can make it work, right? Okay. Well, thank you very much, Yolanda, for saying it's a great card. I appreciate it. Okay. Don't forget, later today, I will be posting a video on YouTube. And if you sign up for my email, then you get that video every week with a new fun fold. So I'm excited about today's. I'm always excited about cards, though. Paper crafting. I love it. Yes, everything can be fixed, right? It's only, what did they say? It's just another reason to embellish or something like that. I mean, you can always fix it. So, well, thank you very much, Mom. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget you have 3 days left, if you're watching this video, October of 2025, to join in on the special amazing deal to be part of the Stampin' Up family. And I will talk to you guys all later. I will be here next Wednesday with another paper crafting fun project. And I will talk to you guys all later. Thank you guys for being here.